Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Guy Wolf, Global Head of Market Analytics at Marex. We also have Hamza, Head of European Data at Nasdaq, to discuss a data-driven approach to capture geopolitical shifts in commodity prices. Gentlemen, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks. And Guy, I'd like to start with you. Aluminum and steel prices have been jumping to decade highs recently. What's behind the sudden shift here?
Well, there's really two factors. In the short term, it's the supply chain bottlenecks that we're seeing, and we're seeing that across a range of industries. But that is causing major problems in moving material around the world, and obviously price then has to regulate demand in that way. But both of these products have an underlying environmental theme as well. Steel prices have been going up because China has cut output in an effort to curb pollution. Aluminium now has a sort of demand story coming from electric vehicles because it's a much lighter material, more as it is used in those types of car.
Why did this rally come as a surprise to many commodity traders?
Well, I think, a lot of things come to a surprise to a lot of markets, if you like. I don't think it's specific to commodity traders. It's very difficult to forecast the future. But I think also the interesting thing about commodities is that, what people expect to happen next actually almost by design causes the opposite to happen. So if you believe that prices will go down forever, then obviously companies don't invest in new supply. But of course, 5-10 years down the line, that lack of investment in new supply causes the prices to go up. So there's no real sort of steady equilibrium for any commodity market. People always say the best cure for high prices is high prices, because you then get massive investment in extra supply. And you could argue that sort of the big electric vehicle revolution that we're seeing now is a function of people thinking we're at peak oil back in 2008. And of course, we weren't at peak oil at all, but it's that belief that triggers the investment. And that's why I think it's just very, very important never to have a static view of the world, particularly in commodities. What really matters is trying to understand what are people currently thinking. And so the sort of products that we've tried to build are very much focused on trying to understand the behavior of market participants, because it's actually more important to understand what other market participants believe than it is to really have a view of the future yourself, because whatever is the prevailing view will drive the market at that point, and that's what really matters.
Cool, exactly. And Nasdaq, we want to help our customers stay on top of these trends. So we want to partner with industry experts like Guy at Marex to make this kind of commodity data, commodity insights widely available.
Guy, can a data-driven approach capture geopolitical shifts in commodity prices like OPEC or government actions as examples?
Well, I think it can. It can certainly capture the reactions to them. I think that's the important thing. I mean, predicting unpredictable things is obviously a sort of, in a sense, of a pointless exercise. What really matters is how do markets react to change? How are market participants responding to whatever that new cycle is? Because the new cycle is perpetual. There'll always be something happening, but the market's reaction to it can differ very substantially according to how they're positioned, perhaps going into it, and that's why we focus on the areas we do.
And Guy, finally, why launch with Nasdaq now?
Well, it's clearly the preeminent data platform. I've followed the rise of Quandl right from the beginning, always thought it was an excellent concept. I think they've done a fantastic job. And for us, I think for our clients, it's important that we're partnering with a name like Nasdaq, bringing some level of infrastructure and experience they have in delivery of data.
Cool. And from a Nasdaq perspective, it's been really exciting working with someone who has this expertise like Marex and Guy to create real insights for our clients. And there's so much happening in the commodity markets right now, whether it's energy or steel or aluminum globally. We encourage anyone who's tracking these markets to reach out for more information on some of these really interesting data products we have, which we think can help.
All right, Hamza, Guy, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jill.